Your phone lights up with a message. Your $10,000 loan is almost approved. If you did not apply, reply no now. You never requested a loan. Replying no feels like the responsible thing to do. You want to stop the application before debt appears in your name. But why would a scammer give you a button that seems to cancel the scam? Because the cancellation is the hook. Here is the immediate safety step. Do not reply. Do not click the link. Do not call the number in the message. If it is a text, report it as junk or forward it to 7726 if your phone service supports that. Then check for a real credit problem through official channels the sender did not provide. Let us walk through a fictional example. Elaine is making coffee when a text says a large personal loan is pending. The message uses her first name. It gives a reference number. It says she has 30 minutes to stop the transfer. Elaine begins typing the word no. Freeze the story there. Elaine is not chasing a prize. She is not taking a reckless risk. She is trying to prevent unauthorized debt. The scam turns that responsible impulse into the first step of a conversation. The Federal Trade Commission warned in January 2026 about fake loan texts that claim a loan is being processed and invite the recipient to cancel. The FTC's advice is not to reply, click, or call the supplied number. Similar calls can use spoofed caller ID, so a familiar local number or a name on the screen does not prove who is contacting you. What happens if Elaine sends no? One reply does not automatically steal her identity. It does not by itself give the sender her social security number or bank password, but it does exactly what the criminal needs first. It opens the interaction. That reply can lead to a supposed cancellation specialist, a link to a fake form, or a callback from a fake fraud department. The story changes from "your loan is approved" to "we are here to help you stop it." The message may include details designed to make inaction feel reckless. A dollar amount, a lender's name, the last 4 digits of a supposed application. A countdown, a warning that funds will be released. Those details create structure, but they do not prove that any loan exists. Even the word no has emotional power here. It feels private and limited. You are not agreeing to anything. Yet the criminal does not need agreement. The criminal needs engagement and a reason to ask the next question. That is the first expectation reversal. The message is not trying to make Elaine accept a loan. It is trying to make her participate in a fake cancellation process. And the cancellation process is where the valuable questions begin. In Elaine's fictional text thread, the sender responds, "We can cancel the application, but first we must verify that you are the person whose identity was used." That sounds reasonable. A real institution does verify identity, but this institution has not been independently verified, and the person asking the questions created the emergency. The fake specialist may ask Elaine to confirm her full name, date of birth, address, social security number, employer, bank, or account details. He may send a link that looks like a loan portal. He may ask for a code sent to her phone. He may say the cancellation cannot proceed unless she completes every field. Notice the structure. The criminal starts with information that may already be public or cheaply obtained, such as a name or old address. That familiar detail creates trust. Then the questions move toward information that can be used for account access, identity theft, or future targeting. The sender may also learn from the conversation. Does Elaine have the bank named in the message? Is she worried about her credit? Does she answer calls quickly? Does she have a family member involved in finances? Each answer helps shape the next story. This does not mean every response creates immediate financial loss. It means engagement gives the criminal more opportunities to ask, test, and persuade. Now the central question becomes clearer. Why would a scammer want you to cancel a loan you never applied for? Because cancellation gives the scammer a credible reason to collect the very identity information a real lender would need. The fake loan is not always the destination. It can be the pretext for an interview. Sometimes that interview shifts into payment. Elaine may be told that a refundable cancellation fee is required, that a small transfer will verify her bank account, or that money must be moved to protect it from the pending loan. A legitimate lender does not need an applicant to buy gift cards, send cryptocurrency, or move savings to cancel an application the person denies making. The caller may also claim that a credit bureau, police department, or bank is already involved. A title does not verify the person. A badge number read over the phone does not create authority. The safe response remains independent contact through official routes. Elaine may be told to call a number. A person answers with a company name and says the application is already in underwriting. That technical language creates a feeling that a machine is moving and only the representative can stop it. Then comes a deadline. If Elaine hangs up, the loan may be funded. If she speaks to anyone else, the cancellation may fail. If she refuses a code, she may be held responsible for the debt. Those claims are designed to keep the problem inside the criminal's channel. A real credit concern does not require you to use the contact information that delivered the concern. If a genuine lender has an application, you can reach that lender through its verified public route. If a new account appears on your credit history, you can check through the official credit report system. If identity information has been misused, the response does not depend on pleasing an unknown caller. That is why caller ID is weak evidence. Criminals can spoof the number displayed on a phone, a local area code, a bank name, or even a number that resembles a real company, does not establish who is speaking. The same is true of a reference number. Anyone can print a string of digits in a message. The number becomes meaningful only when it is recognized inside an independently reached official system. Elaine's safest move is not to win an argument with the sender. It is to refuse the sender's path. But that creates an important second question. If she does not reply, how can she tell whether someone really did apply for credit in her name? That is where the protection side begins. Start with a clean break from the message. Do not tap the link. Do not call its number. Do not ask the sender for proof. If the message names a lender, find the lender through an official route you locate independently. Use a known app, a statement you already have, or the verified website reached without the message's link. Ask whether there is actually an application connected to your information. Then check your credit reports through annualcreditreport.com. The FTC identifies that site as the federally authorized source for free credit reports. Under the FTC's June 2026 guidance, you can review an online report from each of the 3 nationwide credit bureaus weekly for free. Be precise about what that check can tell you. A report may show accounts and inquiries, but it may not display every attempted application instantly. It is one independent source of information, not a magic cancellation button. Review names, addresses, accounts, and inquiries you do not recognize. If something is wrong, use the dispute and identity theft instructions supplied through the official report and identitytheft.gov. Check all 3 reports because information can differ among the bureaus. Take your time. An unfamiliar lender name may be the legal name behind an account you recognize, so verify before assuming fraud. At the same time, do not ignore an address, inquiry, or account simply because the amount is small. Record the item and contact the reporting company through a verified route. Annualcreditreport.com also lists the phone number 1-877-322-8228. If you type the website, spell it carefully. Similar-looking sites may sell monitoring or collect information. The FTC identifies annualcreditreport.com as the authorized source. Now let us separate two tools that people often hear about: a fraud alert and a credit freeze. An initial fraud alert is free. You can contact one of the three nationwide credit bureaus, and that bureau must notify the other two. The alert lasts 1 year and tells businesses to take steps to verify your identity before opening new credit. It does not block businesses from accessing the report. A credit freeze is also free, but you place it separately with each of the three bureaus. A freeze restricts access to your credit report for new accounts and remains until you lift it. You can temporarily lift it when you genuinely apply for credit. Neither tool fixes every kind of fraud. A freeze mainly helps prevent new account credit from being opened through access to your report. It does not replace watching bank and card accounts you already have. Which one should you use? That depends on what happened. If a suspicious message arrived but no information was shared and no evidence of identity misuse appears, you may decide that monitoring and reporting are enough. If sensitive identity information was exposed, a freeze can create a stronger barrier to new account fraud. IdentityTheft.gov can help build a plan based on the facts. Elaine follows the independent route. She closes the text. She checks the named lender through a verified website, not the supplied link. She reviews her credit reports at annualcreditreport.com. She finds no application and no unfamiliar account. The threatening deadline passes and nothing happens. That is an important payoff. The sender's timer had no authority. It existed only to make Elaine act before she could check elsewhere. Now picture a different result. Suppose Elaine finds an unfamiliar inquiry or account. She still does not return to the scammer. She contacts the lender and credit bureaus through official channels, goes to identitytheft.gov, and follows the tailored recovery steps. Either way, the message does not control the remedy. Families can prepare this response in advance. Bookmark annualcreditreport.com. Write down the official fraud pages for the three bureaus. Agree on one trusted person to call before responding to an urgent credit message. Keep the plan simple enough to use while frightened. Do not turn the plan into a pile of passwords or sensitive identity numbers. Keep only the official routes in a short sequence. Stop contact, check the lender, review credit, choose the appropriate protection, document and report. Adult children can help by sitting beside a parent rather than taking over. Let the account holder make the official calls when possible. Read web addresses aloud. Confirm that every page was reached independently. The purpose is to restore control, not to make the person feel that one suspicious message has ended their financial independence. Remember this: check the claim without engaging the claimant. That one sentence answers the criminal's entire design. You can take a possible identity problem seriously without giving the person who announced it control over your next step. What if you already replied, clicked, called, or shared information? Begin with the facts, not shame. A reply opened a conversation. It did not make you responsible for the criminal's behavior. Stop the contact now and write down what information was shared. If you gave a password, change it through the real service. If that password was reused, change it anywhere else it appears, beginning with your email. If you gave a one-time code, contact the relevant institution through a verified route and ask what account action occurred and what access should be revoked. If you provided bank or card information, contact the real bank or card issuer promptly. Review transactions, transfer recipients, contact details, and alerts. Ask what monitoring or replacement steps fit the exposure. If you uploaded a driver's license or other document, include that in the IdentityTheft.gov plan and in your report to the affected institution. If you installed an app or allowed remote access, disconnect the device and get help from a trusted technical professional before using it for banking or credit work again. If you gave a social security number, date of birth, driver's license information, or other identity details, go to identitytheft.gov. The site can create a recovery plan and help document the situation. Consider a credit freeze with all 3 bureaus. If you choose an initial fraud alert instead, remember that contacting one bureau is enough for that bureau to notify the other 2. Capture the original number, message, voicemail, link, and the information you shared where practical. Do not reopen a dangerous link just to make a perfect record. After capturing what you need, report the text as junk or forward it to 7726 if supported, and report the fraud at reportfraud.ftc.gov. If money was sent, contact the company that handled the payment immediately. The recovery step depends on whether it was a card, bank transfer, wire, payment app, gift card, or cryptocurrency. Ask for the transaction to be stopped or reversed, but understand that recovery is not guaranteed. Tell one trusted person. Secrecy helps the scam continue. A calm second person can help make calls, record dates, and keep the real recovery plan separate from the criminal's instructions. Expect possible follow-up messages. The sender may switch from loan cancellation to identity recovery, debt collection, or a supposed government investigation. Details learned during the first conversation can make the second story sound more convincing. Do not treat familiarity as verification. Use the same independent check rule every time. Keep a short recovery log with dates, organizations contacted, confirmation numbers obtained from official channels, and actions taken. That record can reduce confusion without forcing you to preserve dangerous links or continue talking to the scammer. Let us close the open question. Why does a scammer want you to cancel a loan you never applied for? Because your objection is useful. It shows concern, opens a conversation, and gives the criminal a believable reason to conduct a fake identity verification interview. The safest response is not indifference. It is independent action. Do not reply to the messenger. Check the named institution through a known route. Review your credit at annualcreditreport.com. Use a fraud alert, credit freeze, or identitytheft.gov plan according to what actually happened. And remember the emotional trick. The message makes a careful person feel that silence is dangerous. In this situation, silence toward the sender creates the room you need to check safely. Share that distinction with someone you care about. If an unexpected loan message offers a cancellation link or number, the sender does not get to run the cancellation. You check the claim somewhere else. I am Ray Bennett. I have spent years studying how these scams work and helping families avoid them. Stay calm, protect the path to your information, and never let the person who announces the emergency become the only person allowed to solve it.